Wow, that looks great. This was what I heard on a Saturday afternoon about 10 years ago, and I created a group of people to come and help me do a backyard blitz in my backyard. And I had people, there was about 10 or 15 of us there, and I had people painting my fence blue, up and down, painting my fence blue, and I had people weeding the garden and pruning the trees. And then I had some people doing afternoon tea, and we had sausage sizzle later on, and we totally transformed my backyard. And the reason that we were actually doing this on a Saturday afternoon was because I created this as a project in a program that I was doing at Landmark Education. And I created this project, but what I wanted to do was just transform my backyard into a place that I really enjoyed spending time with. And what I realised was that I was doing this as part of a team. And I tried to do it before, and I wanted to transform my backyard before, but I only ever tried to do it by myself. It's a huge backyard, and I'm just one girl, and it took me quite a while to try and make any impact. So I really needed a team of people around me to help me do that. And what transpired was that we finished off the day. It was really hot. It was summer in Perth, so it was about 35 degrees. And then we were sitting around having a barbecue, a couple of sausages, and I started getting some pain in my ear. And wasn't too sure what was going on, just disregarded it. About 2 hours later, I was down at the doctor's in pain and crying because I had so much pain in my ear and I didn't know what was going on. What the doctor told me was that I had perforated one of my eardrums and just caught this virus, and it just sort of attacked my eardrum at that moment. So I was popping all these painkiller pills to try and make the pain go away. Ended up going home that night and then woke up about 2 hours later after I went to sleep. And there was blood on my pillow and my other eardrum had perforated. And I freaked out. I've never had that before. Thought, oh my God, what's going on here? And this was really, really devastating. Not because I was just scared of what was going on in my head, but it was really devastating because the weekend coming up, the weekend after I completed my game and my project and done my backyard blitz, I was supposed to be in Melbourne with all of the other TMLP people. Team Management Leadership Program was this program I was doing. We were all supposed to be in Melbourne for the weekend to present what we'd achieved for the quarter. This program was a 12-month program, and the doctor told me I wasn't able to fly, so I wasn't able to get over there and be with my team of people and present and get our awards for what we'd achieved in the quarter. And so what actually happened was something that was amazing, that blew me away. And my ex-husband actually offered to drive me to Melbourne from Perth. That's like 2.5-day drive, right? It's thousands of kilometres. And so we bundled Amy off to Grandma and Granddad, and then we got in the car and drove. And I can remember the whole trip just sitting there really not understanding what was going on because I was on a lot of painkilling drugs, etc. But we got to Melbourne in time. It took us 2.5 days and we got there. And I was so moved by what Robert said to me. And what he said was that after the quarter that we had had in this program and me leading these people for this quarter, that there was no way in hell that he was not going to have me be there for the weekend. So he drove me all the way over there, and I can remember standing up in front of everyone. So there's other teams of people. There's a team from Sydney and a team from Melbourne, team from Perth and a team from Auckland and a team from Wellington. So there's like 600 people in this room. And I can remember all the other team leaders had got up from their different cities and shared about their results for the week, for the quarter that they had achieved. And I got up there and I can remember standing there and I could vaguely remember, you know how when you're talking and you've got a cold and you can't hear properly, you know, it was like that. So I was on the stage and I was sharing with these people all of our fantastic results that we achieved for this quarter. And it was sort of like all muffled and I couldn't really hear it properly, but I could see all these faces of people out there and they were really like inspired. So I thought, oh, whatever I'm saying must be coming out okay. And then I can remember I got a standing ovation, and being able to stand there, having had my eardrums perforated, not even being able to hear the applause that I'm getting from all these people that are standing there in front of me. And what I got out of that was just totally supported and inspired that if I want to achieve big things in my life, the best way for me to do that is in a team environment. Because it was my team that I led in that quarter that had me standing on the stage getting that standing ovation for what we had achieved for that quarter. So it was just awesome. So that was the sort of the message that I am bringing to you today in this, is to go for your dreams and do it with a great bunch of people. And so that's why I'm in Newski. That's why I'm loving what I'm doing now. Thank you.